Cool. Hello, welcome back to the series where I'm going to learn how to create a game engine from scratch. Zero to Handmade Hero. Not going to be making a game, we're going to just making a game engine. So last time we were working on the engine separation, and when we left off, we were trying to get our engine reset function working, but we had two windows being created, which is kind of wrong. So I realized that we actually didn't have a function in the Win32 platform to kind of destroy windows. And so we'll be taking care of that, and we'll also be maybe looking at some file IO stuff, as that is part of the platform there as well. And hopefully we'll be taking care of some tech debt as well. I have left quite a few to do, so I kind of look through the code and kind of play around with it off stream, just because I don't want to be waffling so much when I'm making videos and streaming, because while it is about me learning, I think it actually helps reinforce the learning if I learn a little bit before and then try and explain it and do it while talking about it. So yeah, where shall we start? Firstly, so this is my platform window. So this is what my window is in the Win32 layer. One thing that the reason I have two windows is because while I'm kind of resetting my function, I'm not kind of destroying the window. So I need to be able to destroy this window and recreate it in the reset. One of the things I'm going to kind of need for that is a device context. So find is there no like get DC or something? Get DC. Yeah, so as you can see, you can get a device context by passing in a handle. But we can just go about and probably just store that anyway, right? So HTC device context, and then in our Win32 layer, I do that, I'm not sure. We can down here platform window device. So that is what I called it. I like device context. Let's just call it DC. It just kind of sounds mad otherwise. It's too long. So we're going to call the function get DC because it's complaining that this is not called DC. That's why it'll be complaining to me. Cool. So so we have a create window, right? So we probably also now want, I guess it doesn't really need to return anything just yet. Win32 create window is what it's called. So what should be the opposite? We'll call it destroy window, and I guess we'll pass it a pointer to the window. I think, is there something about okay, well, I thought you could unregister the device, but anyway. So we want to destroy the window. And what does that kind of look like? What do we need to do? Well, we want to release the device context. The release device context function release a device context, freeing it used by other applications. Okay. So release device context, we're going to pass in the window handle and the window device context. Fine. And then we want to destroy window. And then we want to destroy the window. So destroy the specific window. The function sends a destroy. So I don't know if you remember, but so it sends a WM destroy. So if we look at the where is our WM destroy? So basically we're going to put a WM destroy onto the message queue, and this will post quit message for the window. So we want to unregister it. So we'll release the device context. Oh. And then we want to say destroy window. So these actually do return values, right? So we can say int DC released and int window destroyed, right? So we can actually do something with these if we wanted to. Do I just do with it now? The thing is, I want to just like get on stuff, right? So then I build up like tech, so I'm gonna put a to do here saying deal with these. But basically, when we come back and to do, so let me add a to do for myself. So when logger or come back, right? So we call release device context, and then we call the destroy window. Just make sure. Okay, everything compiles. Right, so we now want to go back to our engine code, right? So we want to go where we. Right, so I've added some to-dos, right? Let's start from the top. So like I said, I don't want to just keep adding to-dos, so let's deal with some. So I've said is this bad? So I was kind of have a look at other engines, and none of them really do this. The reason I did it is because I hate having to pass like the pointer to functions. But I kind of don't like the idea of just having, I know it's static to this like translation unit, but I don't know if I want to deal with it like this. So this pointer obviously is contained in engine, so kind of is redundant anyway. Kind of stops if I wanted like some sort of multiple engine system, because there's only they can only act on this global pointer, and also then I'm not 100% sure of the state. Do you know what I mean? Like a function might change this global state, and I won't necessarily know. So So let's just actually quickly go through and just explicitly do it, right? So let's change our header, and we are going to explicitly pass the engine. So here, right, so update engine, well, we want an engine pointer. Update frame like that. Okay, it's complaining about this. Fine. So engine memory. Now it looks obviously going to end up looking a little messier because I'm now having to like dereference the engine and access the platform API, but at least we know what engine we're kind of working on explicitly, right? So I guess I could like, you know, like, oh, I guess nothing's stopping me like within these functions being like, you know, platform API. Right, like I could maybe do this. Obviously this is like, oh, so maybe I could do this, right, where I could then, but for now we're just going to keep it like this. Keep it verbose, whatever. Okay, engine destroy. Engine pointer, engine, right? How do we? Well, we kind of have to. So basically, what I've discovered happening, we're not calling any destroy on the window, right? So we had no function to destroy windows. A window, not windows. We also like weren't preserving the API, right? So when we recreate our engine, because our API is kind of bootstrapped here, right? This bootstrapping doesn't happen again, so we need to preserve that. So let's just start from down here again. What do we need to do? Well, we probably need to preserve everything that we want to preserve within the engine, right? So firstly, that's going to be the platform API. So we can do this because we're just copying what's in the platform API into, so this, you know, it doesn't hold a pointer anymore, it actually holds platform API. So we can preserve the platform API like this, right? I guess we don't want to preserve the window. Okay, then we want to shut down the window, right? So platform API. Okay, wait, before we do this, we actually need to create right, so we want to in32 destroy window, right? So then we have a destroy window, platform API in here, and then in here, we're going to bootstrap that. API dot Okay, so then this now needs to call in, so then we can say platform API dot destroy window. So you can call the destroy window. Right, that kind of makes sense, right? I guess then we call platform API dot destroy memory on our engine memory. Okay. Now what we could do, right, is we could then say okay, so what have we done? So we preserved our API, which we got from bootstrapping, right, until when we start Windows, because it needs to have the Windows 2 API. Right, we destroyed our window, we destroyed our memory. Now, I guess we could can we just zero and then say engine dot and then can we call engine init? So we engine destroy oh wait, I've done that in the that's wrong. So when we destroy engine, we don't care about preserving it. So sorry, I meant to do this in our reset one, didn't I? So yeah, sorry. So we preserve our API here. We then want to destroy the window, destroy the memory, zero out engine. Okay, so then here, we now want to have this here. Right, so I want to preserve our API. We then want to destroy engine. All our destroy engine does is destroys the window and destroys all the engine memory. Okay, let's see what's gonna complain. Engine reset function does not take 0 arguments in main 27. Right, so engine reset requires taking in a pointer to set game engine. So does update frame, and so does destroy engine. Okay, we've compiled. Fine. Right, I saw 2 windows, it instantly destroys, and then stops. Right, let's run this in the debugger because I'm a bit unsure what's happening. Okay, that's just instantly closing, so maybe that's not working. Okay. Let's confirm that it's here. That's the problem, right? Right, makes sense. Okay, so in our restart, like our engine reset, right? I don't even like the word reset. Why is that? Why have I chosen that? Oh, it took me to open that. Okay. So destroy window just releases the device context, destroys window, fine. The engine restart. So what do we want to do to restart? We want to just basically want to destroy the engine, right? And then start it up again. So we preserved our API, fine. Like I think I've just did this previously. Okay, so first call destroy our engine. And what that does is it destroys the window, fine. Destroys all the memory, fine. And zeroes out our engine. Cool. So our engine should just be a bunch of zeros. It's going to be no, which is how it was previously, right? I'm not confused because there's a pointer to an engine, right? Engine, so maybe this needs to be like this, right? Whereas actually the engine, they dereference the engine and make it 0. I guess is running needs to stay not like has to stay actually 0, right? So I guess like, is running needs to probably stay. And then like maybe right, I guess when you destroy there you want like engine dot, like you want that to be 0, right? And then you can have engine memory, like 0 this out, why not? Arena 0 that, and then arena something like it, because that's a pointer, right? So oh, that's right, that's because this needs to be like this, right? Yeah, no overload for engine memory. Because these are all structs, right? Well, this already changes it on, so it's like, it doesn't matter, right? That just does not matter. Fine, but that's because I've not commented this about yet, right? Like, is this what we want to do? We want destroying the memory, right? Destroying the engine. We want to destroy the memory. Fine. Destroy the window. Yes. Well, let's do a test, right? Okay. Let's do engine destroy. Right, and then let's engine init. Like in my head, it's like they should start the engine. Would you turn opens a window? And if we were to restart it, it destroys the window, creates a new window, and then it's caught in our game loop. I'll just add in okay. So that like and it works, right? So what does our engine and it actually do, right? It assigns 2 GB of virtual memory space and it initializes our arenas. It creates a window and saves that on our arena permanent. And then adds that window pointer to the engine. Updates engine is running. Fine. So call this every frame. That's just checking if it's got told to destroy. So we want to destroy it. We destroy the window and we destroy the memory. So we could destroy the window and we destroy the memory, right? Hmm. I'm unsure. I think we're moving in the right direction. I just need to work out why. Like in my, because in my head, the way you would do it is you just destroy the resources, right? So you want to free the resources. So you want to destroy the window, and then we want to throw away our arenas. So basically, engine will just have like this memory chunk point, like kind of doesn't point to anything anymore. But we could just zero, right? Zero memory chunk. Excuse me. Sorry. Um. Anyway, I'm gonna have a play around with this off stream and off video, and I'll let you know when I find what's wrong with it. And then next time we'll move on to file IO, and that should be the platform layer done. And then we can start learning some OpenGL. That's the plan. But yeah, apologies that I've not really gotten this far. I think it's a Friday here, so I'm just in a pretty tired wall and can't seem to work out this. So I'm gonna work out how the debugger works off stream. I thought I had it working, but obviously not. Right, cheers everyone.